get to Hampton just when I'm in a hurry. Good morning.
Where's the fire?
Hiya, Kelly. What's all the shooting for?
Oh, hello, Jimmy. See, these young ladies were in just too much of a hurry. About 30 miles an hour too much.
Oh, I'm sure it couldn't have been that fast. You see, we were...
Kelly, I'm surprised. A beautiful day, an open road, 3 lovely girls in a hurry. You must be getting old.
Wait a minute, Jimmy. You know the orders about speeding.
Oh, I know, Kelly, but these young ladies are personal friends of mine. What's the matter? Didn't I spell your name right in that story last week?
I'm sure we'll be very careful in the future, Mr. Kelly.
All right. You win.
Attaboy.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly.
Now hold that hook and ladder down after this on account of I'll be watching for you.
The power of the press, little kiddies. Anytime you get in trouble, just call on Jimmy Dugan of the Herald. And now that we're all old friends, how about a little taffy pull, say Thursday night, huh?
Oh, thank you so much. Give us a ring sometime. Anytime. You'll always find us out.
I'll find you out, and I'll print it, too.
What's the matter, little boy? Somebody steal your marbles?
Yeah, left me holding the bag.
Here comes the ace reporter now.
No, gentleman journalist.
Well, if the cop won't talk, you see the sergeant. If the sergeant won't talk, you see the captain. And if he won't talk, you see the district attorney. And if he won't talk, you see the mayor. He'll talk about anything. Get somebody to say something. No talk, no story. No story, no newspaper. No newspaper, no job. Now get busy. Well, where have you been?
Well, I've been down to the beach covering the Bakers' Convention.
News being made in the city and you covering a Baker's Convention. Did you get a picture?
Don't I always get a picture here?
Take that up with the question and answer department. What I want to know is... Baker's Convention, eh? Who's that? Gingerbread Annie?
Oh, I guess I gave you the wrong picture.
Yeah.
Here. I found a 28-year-old baker from Omaha with a dozen children.
What do you mean a dozen? There's 13 there.
Well, that's a baker's dozen.
There you are clowning while Matthews is trying to get control of the Midland Central Railroad from Tom Oliver.
Matthews? You mean J.B., that old grouch?
Yes, and when those two birds get together, it's news. See the winner. How'd he do it? How'd they feel? What's he going to do next? Write it big. Talk in millions. Get me a story. Get going. And don't forget pictures.
Bayshore Railroad. I'm sorry, Mr. Matthews is busy. Bayshore Railroad. No, I'm sorry. Mr. Matthews is busy.
Midland Central 39 and 5/8. And the market's closed.
You did it, J.B., you did it. That means that Bayshore now controls Midland Central.
Yes, but it was a tight squeeze for a while, Charlie.
Let me have a cigar. Oliver certainly started something when he refused to sign our lease for that right-of-way.
Yes, and at the next directors' meeting, it'll be the Bayshore and Midland Central Railroad.
And it'll sure give me a kick to see our trains running over Midland Central tracks. Why, this is terrible, Mr. Matthews. It's 3 o'clock and you haven't even taken your 2 o'clock medicine yet. And you know that tobacco is very, very bad for you.
Yes, that's right. Charlie, throw that cigar away. It's bad for my digestion.
Oh, pardon me. You are, sir. And don't forget, in 15 minutes, you have to take one of these little white pills. No, yes. I heard the good news, sir. May I say congratulations?
Thanks.
this what you want?
Yes, thank you.
I don't know how he did it. Well, I do. He simply threw more money than you boys would go for. It would have been much better if we had renewed his lease. Now, what are you whining about? We all agreed to hold him up. If we didn't let him have the right of way, he'd have to bid his own track, and we had him right where we wanted him. What are we going to do about it, Tom? I don't know what you're going to do about it. Probably sit there and cry. But not me. I'm going over and tell that old buzzard a few things.
I'm Bill Jones of the Express.
Oh, yes. Well, even if you were Casey Jones and had your engine with you, you couldn't see Mr. Matthews. He's out. And that goes for you, too.
Oh, don't mind me. I just came along for the ride.
No, I don't eat candy. I don't like flowers. I never go to shows. There's no other entrance, and Mr. Matthews is still out.
Mr. Oliver, Mr. Matthews is busy. You can't go in.
Well, I'm going in. I've got a few things to say that won't keep.
Mr. Oliver, Mr. Matthews won't like it.
Put it all on yourself. And you better be careful or I'll take your job away at the next director's meeting.
Hey, big boy, come here.
What's this all about?
Hey, what's the idea? I thought you said Matthews was out.
Well, sue me. You're in the saddle now, you old buzzard, so enjoy your ride. But be careful you don't slip.
Don't you worry about me. You and your crowd ought to be thankful that you've still got stock left in the railroad that I'm going to make pay dividends. I'm not going to slip.
Why, you've stretched your credit so thin to beat me that you've got 1 foot on a banana peel right now.
Oh, here he is.
What happened, Mr. Oliver?
Is it true you lost the Midland Central?
What are you going to do?
Who struck the first blow?
Don't ever let Oliver in here again. I don't want to see him.
Well, how about the reporters? They're still outside.
Tell him I'm not here.
I know, but J.B.
Tell
they-
them I'm not. Show them in a couple of minutes.
Right.
On a banana peel, huh?
Your pill, sir. Now, boys, I'm going to let you in the private office. But take it easy and don't shove. Now, wait a minute. All together. All right.
What's the idea?
Where is he?
What is this, a runaround?
Another one of those frames of yours, huh?
Well, you wanted to get in, boys. Make yourselves at home.
Oh, come on, give us some
you're
more.
a wise
The idea.
That's the trouble, Stafford. You doctors don't seem to know anything but pills.
This treatment is a specific in the condition of hyperacidity such as yours.
Then why is it I still have indigestion? I've taken so many pills in the past year, I'm ball-bearing in every joint.
You fuss and fume and use up a lot of energy and stimulate the acid condition of your stomach. In consequence, you're nervous and irritable all the time.
Who says I'm nervous and irritable?
I do. John, you don't talk to people anymore. You bark at them. If you'd only take your medicine and obey orders, you'd be surprised at the results. Wouldn't he, Doctor?
He certainly would, Miss Matthews.
He's bad enough without you taking sides with him.
John, it's high time something about your condition.
All right. What do you want me to do?
I want you to get away from business for a few days. Take a vacation. Get plenty of fresh air. And follow your diet strictly.
As usual.
Remember, I've been through 2 operations.
All right. All right. I'll go away. We leave in the morning. But remember, no more pills.
If you take good care of yourself, you can forget all your medicine, except these tablets. I want you to take one after every meal. Don't take them on an empty stomach.
Empty stomach? My stomach has been nothing but empty.
Oh, John! You see, Doctor, that's what I have to contend with all the time.
Oh, I know it's very hard sometimes.
Hey, here comes the Herald now. He'll show us how to get in.
Ah, those busy gentlemen of the press. What's up, boys? You look a little worried. Come here a minute, fellas. Huh? That's Rogers. Oh, I wouldn't judge too hastily, boys. You know, a case like this requires finesse.
Meaning that you're going to walk right in and grab the old man by the hand?
Well, something like that.
Well, if you do, 5 will get you 10.
That's a bet.
who'll get you 4?
Come on. Can I have 4 bits? Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Don't crowd me, boys.
I want some of this.
You got it. Hey, Joe, come here. You heard these bets. Now, you hold the money. And you boys hold Joe. Pardon me, boys. Pardon me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Pardon me.
Hey, what's the idea of the makeup?
Don't tell me. Let me guess.
He thinks it's Halloween. Don't cheer, boys. The poor guy's crazy.
I'm Dr. Stafford's assistant.
But Doctor...
Yes, I know. Mr. Matthews expects me. Don't detain me. Aside, please.
There goes my last $10.
Maybe you'll never come out.
Now, my dear, your father has very wisely decided to go for a vacation. Really important. Now, I hope that doesn't interfere with any of your plans, my dear.
Oh, you know I'd alter my plans to be with you and Daddy.
What kind of a day did you have, dear?
This morning I went with Mildred and Jane to the beach. And this afternoon I went to Madeline's tea. Did you have a nice day?
Terrible.
Now, John.
Oh, don't me. Why should I sit here and watch you 2 eat steak and pretend that thing? What I need is a good meal.
Well, I'm afraid your good square meal, as you call it, would be the end of it.
Well, at least I wouldn't die hungry. Dr. Dugan, Dr. Stafford. I didn't know Stafford had an assistant. Where is he?
He's in the living room, sir.
All right, tell him I'll be right in.
Yes, sir.
I suppose this means more pills.
Well, now, you know that in your condition... Now, you remember after my operation...
Dr.
Dugan.
Dr. Dugan. Well, let's get this thing over as quickly as possible, will you, Doctor? You see, Dr. Stafford...
Yes, I know. Dr. Stafford wanted me to make a thorough examination. Just sit down, please.
Yes, I know, but Dr. Stafford is already...
Yes, I know. Now, just relax. There are a few things that Dr. Stafford wanted me to check up on. Oh, please. Rapid heart action. That fight you had with Oliver today must have upset you considerably. Yeah, Lips tightly closed, please. Now, just relax, please. Now, I'll listen to the breathing. Now, just inhale and exhale easily at my command. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Pardon me. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Go. Stop. Go. Stop. Go. Slight Pizzutic. 117. Respiration irregular. I trust you and Oliver didn't come to blows this afternoon.
Now, see here, young man.
I thought I'd better come in and hear what the doctor had to say. John, I hope he's given you a thorough going over. And, Doctor, when you have time, I'd like to discuss my case with you.
This is my Martha, Dr. Dugan. Martha, you can discuss your case with the doctor right now while I go in and finish dinner.
Oh, but there are several questions I must ask you concerning your habits of life, sir.
Yeah, well, then you come and see me next week, Doctor, because you see I'm going away on my...
Why is that without a physician in attendance? Now, I can easily get Dr. Stafford's permission to go myself.
Oh, that's a splendid idea, John. We should have a physician with us.
Oh. Helen. This is my daughter, Helen, Dr. Dugan.
How do you do?
Your Aunt Martha thinks I ought to take the doctor away with us on that trip tomorrow. I don't think that's a very good idea, do you?
Why, Daddy, I think it's a splendid idea.
Then that's settled. And now I'm sure we're going to have a lovely time.
All right. All right. And, Doctor, my private car will leave the Union Station tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, sir. I'll be there. Oh, and I'd advise a hot mustard foot bath before... good day, sir.
Good day.
Good day.
Doctor, it's been over a year since my last operation, and I continue to have the strangest symptoms.
Ah, yes, dizziness?
Exactly.
I understand.
Hot mustard bath. What's going on here? A conspiracy? I think it'd be a splendid idea.
I understand. A failure to recognize the family at breakfast.
Yes.
Very interesting case. We must discuss it on the train.
Oh, yes, and Doctor, remind me to talk to you about my incision.
Yes, indeed. Goodbye, Miss Matthews.
Goodbye, Doctor.
You thought you were putting something over on your old dad, didn't you, huh? Well, I'd like to see that young man's face tomorrow when he finds that at 8:30 instead of 9 o'clock.
What a marvelous mind you have.
Yeah, left his bag.
Look, Daddy, a spark plug.
Well, I've taken everything else. Well, you can't help but admire his nerve.
Pardon me, gentlemen. Gentlemen, pardon me.
I'll take it, Joe. I thank you, boys.
Oh, well, wait a minute, Jimmy. What about the story?
Yeah, one, give us a lead, will you? I'm terribly boys, but Mr. Matthews swore me to secrecy. Now, you boys just tattle along to your editors and tell them you saw a newspaper man at work.
Lucky stiff. If he fell into a sewer, he'd come up with a handful of diamonds.
All right, where you been? Say, what are you made up for?
I'm Dr. Dugan. One treatment to a cure. My, you're looking pale this morning. Any spots before the eyes?
Only one, and it's black, and his name is Dugan.
Is that so? Well, I'm leaving tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock with Mr. Matthews in his private car.
Tell that to the society editor. What I want is news. Who owns the railroad? What happened to Oliver? Who did it to who and who got paid?
Don't worry, you'll have all that tomorrow.
And don't forget a picture.
Say, speaking of pictures, where's that...
No use. Hang up. She's visiting.
Well, here we are, Graflex. You all set? Well, how could I be? What is this, a sunrise shot? Who is this guy?
J.B. Matthews, president of the railroad. You snap out of it. Now, look. I want a shot of the old man, a group shot on the platform, and I want a couple of nice informal poses of the daughter.
Oh, so there's a daughter, eh? I get it. While I'm getting a shot of her, I suppose it's all right for me to get you in it.
You try and keep me out. Come on.
Yes, lady, you can take the little boy in with you. Just around the corner to the left.
Thank you.
Where's Mr. Matthews' private car?
Somewhere between here and Dayton Junction.
Well, I'm his guest. He told me to be here at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, his car's on the limited. Leaves at 8:30. Mr. Matthews knew that.
You don't suppose that's why he told you 9 o'clock, do you?
Of course not. It's a mistake.
What's the first stop?
Dayton Junction, 914. Lays over there for 5 minutes.
Thanks. Come on. Hey, what's the rush? We gotta catch that train. Well, can't we do it this afternoon?
John, are you smoking?
No.
Well, what is this?
Oh, that?
Yes.
Oh, it's a new engine. They're burning oil.
I knew it all the time. Oh, Johnny, that's strictly against the doctor's orders, and you know you promised.
Oh, between you and the doctor.
But I know you.
Brad's gone. Get it on the way back.
John, you know you're always getting mixed up about time. I heard you myself tell him 9 o'clock. As a result, that nice Dr. Dugan has missed the train.
Yes, that's too bad, Margaret.
Yes, it is too bad. You should take it more serious. Besides, there were a lot of things I wanted to talk to him about.
Is that the limited? Eh? Is that the limited? No, that was the limited.
Hey, you can't do that. Hey, don't worry, buddy. He won't get very far.
Why, Doctor?
Am I in time for lunch?
Well, you might have been killed.
Just an example of Dugan service. At your beck and call any hour of the day or night.
Dad, the doctor's here. You see, John, the doctor had to come way out here to meet us.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. I was sure you said 9 o'clock, but I must have been mistaken.
We were just wondering if you misunderstood the time. But anyhow, we're glad you're here.
Thank you.
Well, I think the doctor might like to freshen up a bit.
Yes, I wouldn't mind.
All right, come on.
Pardon me.
Now, wasn't it nice of the doctor to go to all of that trouble just to be with us?
Yes.
Yes.
No doubt your father's condition was exaggerating about it that he hasn't.
Oh, just what has he got to mention, Doctor? Bad grass night. And you couldn't have gotten away with it either, except that Dad's getting such a kick out of Aunt Martha.
I thought I was a hero and I had 2 strikes on me all the time.
And it only takes one to hit it.
Go see what's the matter with him.
You go. I'm busy.
So am I.
Maybe he's hurt.
Yeah.
Well, somebody ought to go.
Well, I'll match you.
All right, ready?
Ready. What do you got?
What you got?
I ask you first.
It's a draw. We'll both go. Who kicked you off the private car, Bo?
Nobody kicked me off. That's my own car.
That's his own car.
So he said.
Yes, so I said. I'm president of that railroad.
That's all right, President. I understand. I am the King of Siam. I'd like to have you meet Napoleon.
Oh, don't be silly. I was on my way up to my mountain cabin.
And we're just gathering material for a book.
Sure. Won't you join us, Prez?
Can I help you, or had I better call the Royal Elephant? Ooh. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Thank you very much.
I've a night's rest, and you'll be okay. Now, take it easy. Take it easy. There you are. Yes, sir. There you are.
Your Majesty.
Yes?
The royal broth is ready.
Excuse me, Prez. This is important. Pinch of salt, dash of pepper, and now a whiff of garlic. 1, 2, 3.
Last night was just right.
Last night was 4.
3.
I say 4.
3.
All right. 3.5.
I won't like it.
Now that we've really let our hair down, you're not going to send me home in disgrace, are you?
Well, you know Father. But I promise to use my influence with him.
Well, then I'm practically a fixture.
Well, Helen, where is your father? I've looked everywhere for him.
He's in his compartment.
No, he isn't.
Well, he must be taking his afternoon nap.
No, Doctor. He should be, but he isn't. I declare that man is such a trial to me.
No, that's too rich for me. See, I have indigestion. Doctor's orders.
Indigestion, huh? Too bad. I remember once when my stomach was upset. The royal physician made me cut down on the caviar to twice a day.
Them artichokes is bad, too.
Oh, yes.
Or maybe Josephine didn't know how to fix them.
Oh, possibly.
Thank you. I'll take bread.
Pardon my glove.
Oh, where can he be? What could have happened to him?
Now, Martha, I'm sure Daddy must be in one of the cars.
How can he be? I've looked in every nook and corner. Oh, what shall we do?
I'm afraid we can't hold the train here any longer.
Well, I'd suggest we go on to the next station where we can send a telegram.
Yes, we're being Glen Cove in 5 minutes.
We'll do that then, conductor.
Oh, boss!
So you won't like it, eh?
I still say it was a half a whiff too much.
You see what an artist is up against, Prez? Now, Prez, if you'll step into the drawing room, we'll have that after-dinner smoke.
With pleasure.
There's one there that's almost a whole one. I see where we're going to have the 60-cent dollar.
What does that mean?
In case you ever get a dollar, it ain't a dollar. It's 60 cents.
What happens to the other 40 cents?
Well, you see, it's this way. The government's got $2,000 million in gold,
Yeah.
which, under the 60-cent dollar, will show a profit of 4,000 million. Now, this profit goes into the general fund. And the president says here it will not be employed in the $10,000 million borrowing program. That means...
I suggest you go in here and wire the proper authorities.
Then Andy and I'll hurry home so they can communicate with us there.
Right.
Yes.
All right, on your way back, stop by the sporting editor's desk and ask him who's going to win the wrestling match tomorrow night. City editor's desk. Oh, it's you, is it? Where you been? What do you mean stealing a motorcycle? Don't you know motorcycles are expensive? It'll take you 3 months to get that thing paid for. What? What's that?
Well, I tell you, J.B. Matthews disappeared mysteriously from his private car.
Now, why didn't you say so? That's the kind of news I want. So Matthews disappeared, eh? Was he sick or did he blow? You don't know, eh? But there's one thing you overlooked.
What do you mean there's one thing I've overlooked?
You haven't found him yet, have you? Hop to it. And don't forget pictures.
How would you like to... what's the use?
200,000 million. And that's why they call it the 60-cent dollar. You see?
Yeah. But what I want to know is what happens to the other 40 cents?
You get it, don't you, Prez?
No. It's too deep for me.
Well, I'll explain it to the two of you in the morning. Napoleon, my mirror. Now, if you'll excuse us, Prez, me and Nat has a little unfinished business down the road with the mate for that chicken that made that mulligan taste so good. Just make yourself at home.
Sure, King. Oh, would you mind doing me a favor while you're away?
Not at all, Prez, not at all. Be with you in a minute. Prez, what's on your mind?
Just hand this in at the office of the station down the tracks. They'll recognize my signature. I'd go myself, but I think I ought to keep my weight off this ankle.
That's all right, Prez. Your wish is a royal command. Consider it done. And if you get lonesome, clap your hands, and the slaves will bring on the dancing girl.
What do you think of him?
Oh, I guess the old guy's all right. Maybe a little balmy.
He's crazy as a bedbug.
Yeah?
What did you say on that note there?
Miss Helen Matthews aboard President's car, train number 634, Bayshore Limited. Fell in with a couple of friends. Don't worry about me. See you soon. Love, Dad. J.B. Matthews. Can you imagine us handing this to a telegraph operator and saying, the president of the road sent her?
Yeah.
Any messages for Mr. Matthews, Brooks? Has anyone called or any telegrams?
No, ma'am, not a thing.
There, you see? Oh, I know something terrible.
There you are, gentlemen. I had a hunch our chance was coming, but I didn't think it would be so soon.
What do you mean, Tom?
I found out that Matthews borrowed the money to beat us from the Chemical National, and they're holding his controlling block of Bayshore stock as collateral.
What about it?
We'll form a pool, and we'll hammer down Bayshore stock. The bank will throw it on the market. We'll buy it in and control the road. Then he'll come to terms.
This disappearance couldn't be a trick of the old bird's, could it?
If he catches us out on a limb again, he'll take our eye teeth.
I'll take care that he doesn't catch us. Get the Herald on the telephone. Now, you boys get busy. I'll take care of the old man.
I tell you, gentlemen, you cannot come in.
But we gotta write something. It might as well be the truth.
Now, gentlemen, please, just a minute. Mr. James.
What is it, Brooks?
Why, it's the gentleman of the press, sir.
Oh, those rowdy reporters.
Hey, come on.
Now, calm down, boys. You heard what Brooks said. I have the situation well in hand. If any new developments arise, you can read about them in the Herald.
But, Jimmy, we've got to...
Mr. Jimmy to you. And in the meantime, the ladies do not care to be interviewed.
Mr. Jimmy, how do you like that?
I'd like it boiled in oil. Come on.
Oh, imagine him out all night with no one near to remind him of his medicine or watch his diet.
Oh, please, Aunt Martha.
Why, he may have been kidnapped. Oh, my smelling sauce hurts. Oh, Doctor, I'm so glad you're here.
Oh, I just threw out some reporters. I knew you wouldn't want to see them.
Reporters? No, anything else but reporters at a time like this.
What do you think we should do?
Well, I'd suggest you call your father's office again and see if they've heard anything.
Yes, Harry. Oh, do something. Anything.
What is it, Brooks?
Mr. Macy wants Mr. James on the telephone. He says it's very important.
Oh, yes, excuse me, please.
Oh, I'm so glad the doctor's here. Professional men are so dependable.
But I can't print that. There's got to be something new. Bayshore stock opened way off this morning, and I got to know why. There's something phony someplace. How about women? Was the old man a chaser?
No, this is absolutely on the level. Nothing like that.
Hey, what do you mean? There's something like that with everybody. Even a guy named McKillis was a heel. Tom Oliver in the State Building wants to talk to the reporter who was on Matthews' train.
He does, huh? Well, he's the man who had the fight with Matthews the other day. What does he want?
I don't know, but don't let it go to your head. Get over and see him and call me up when you've got something I can print.
No bad news, I hope.
No more than usual. That was my boss. He seems to think there's some reason for your father's disappearance.
Oh, what reason could there be?
Well, you know how editors are always looking for the sensational. Could there be a personal grudge between your father and Oliver?
Not that I know of.
Well, that's what I told him. But that's the kind of stuff that people want to read, and somebody's got to print it. Now, if you'd just believe that I'm on your side and confide in me.
Well, I'm not only confiding in you, I'm depending on you. Have you time to go to Father's office with me?
My time is all yours.
How do you do? My partner and me was just passing along this way, lady, and we made a little bet. I says to him, now the lady in here wouldn't turn 2 weary travelers away without breakfast, and he said you would. So we came up to let you decide.
You mean you want a handout?
Well, yes, or is that too subtle?
See that? There's an axe and a cross-cut saw right beside it. If you want to eat, get to work.
He's the one that's hungry.
Well, before starting, I'd have to consult my physician.
I thought so. Just a couple of tramps.
Well, I'm hurt.
Well, boys, isn't it about time for breakfast?
Why, yes. We just seen a farmhouse up the road, and one of us has got to go rustle grub. Who'll it be?
Let's match for it. All right. The odd man goes.
Right.
Ready?
Ready. What you got?
Heads.
We both got tails. You're elected.
All right, boys. I'll do my best.
Nice fella.
Yeah.
Maybe these make him that way.
Yeah? What's that?
He must have lost them. I found them over there.
Oh, yeah?
I've got a hunch this is where he gets those railroad president ideas.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Let me try one.
Feel anything?
Not yet. You try one. You feel anything?
No. Maybe we didn't take enough. Here. There ought to be at least a couple of million in these.
Here goes.
Before you sell any railroads, talk to me. I might want to trade you a couple of steamships for them.
Good morning.
I thought I told you. Oh, another one, eh? Well, if you want to eat, you've got to work.
I beg your pardon, madam. I'm not here begging. I came here to buy some food.
Buy? With what?
With this. Is that enough?
Oh, why, of course. Just step right in. I'm sorry I spoke the way I did, but you see, we get so many tramps.
Do you feel anything?
No, do you?
Not yet. Must be pretty mild stuff.
Yeah.
Do you see what I see?
The pills must be working.
Don't move.
Boys, I brought a tablecloth and all the fixings. I got some nice fried chicken, some baking powder biscuits, some baked potatoes, and good old hot coffee. Now, what's the matter with you two?
We wasn't sure it was real, Prez.
Why, of course it's real. Come on, pull up. Huh. What's the matter with him? Your pills. Those pills are for indigestion.
Well, he's got it.
While we all realize that your father has sufficient means to protect his interests, no one knows where they are nor has the authority to use them. Meantime, the bank's getting uneasy.
Well, of course, there's my jewelry and Aunt Martha's.
Well, I'm afraid that'd just be a drop in the bucket. The market closed today with Bay Shore 20 points off and falling rapidly. That means that tomorrow we must have collateral for around $500,000 to protect the bank, or we'll be forced to sell your father's holdings.
Well, of course, you've tried his friends.
Yes, they're anxious to help. It's rather difficult to raise that much money on such short notice.
Oh, surely we'll hear from Dad by morning. In the meantime, should I go see the bank?
Well, that's an idea. Certainly can't do any harm.
Well, I've got a few calls to make for my paper. I'll see you this evening.
All right. I'll be waiting.
Pretty good newspaper man, isn't he?
Yes, and he's also a very good friend, Mr. Carter.
Oh, yes, of course.
It's very important for me to know the minute Mr. Matthews is found, if ever.
Oh, yes, of course.
As a matter of fact, if I could know before anyone else, I'd gladly pay for the information. Shall we say $1,000?
Well, I can see how important it is, Mr. Oliver.
I thought you'd understand.
Oh, yes. But it won't cost you any $1,000. You can get all the information for a nickel. Just read it in the Herald. Good day, Mr. Oliver.
Yes, sir. Go right in, please.
Did you see him?
Sure, he went right by me.
Well, he was on the train when Matthews disappeared. And if it's a trick, he knows where the old man is now. That's why I sent for him. Trail him. And if he leads you to Matthews, hold the two of them and get in touch with me.
It's in the bag.
It's unfortunate, of course, but it's the condition of the market that causes these circumstances. All right. Of course, you understand, Miss Matthews, my position. I'm simply a paid employee of the bank.
I'm sure my father will return by morning.
I sincerely hope so. Our depositor's money is in jeopardy. And unless your father returns before the market closes tomorrow, the bank will be forced to dispose of his stock.
How long can you hold out?
Well, tomorrow's Saturday. Market closes at 12. I promise to wait until 11:30.
All right, thank you.
Now, that's what I call a good day's work. The bank can't hold Matthews' stock much longer. The market will open off in the morning, and they'll have to let it go. If anything happens, you know where to locate.
Yes, sir.
And above all, don't worry. I'll check in at the office and let you know if there's any news. Now, you get a good night's rest.
I'll try, Jimmy.
Come on, hold your head up. Stick that chin out. Now, smile. Come on, more than that. Remember, Dr. Dugan is on the job. That's better. Well, good night.
Good night.
What do you think's behind this Bay Shore business? I don't know, but Tom Oliver and his crowd are certainly taking advantage of the old man's disappearance. Must be something phony. Did you see the papers this morning? No, I didn't. Well, you should have, and then you'd have an idea what. every other sheet but ours with the story. Look, the Eagle, the Standard, and the Examiner, every other paper. Look at these headlines. Did railroad president abscond? Look at this one. Bayshore dockholders panicky. Look at it.
I know, but that kind of stuff won't get us anyplace. It's not true.
It might be. That's what everybody thinks, and that's what everybody wants to read. Tomorrow, some dame will shoot her husband because she doesn't like blue ties. Or a calf will be born in Arkansas with 6 legs. But right now, Matthews is hot copy, understand? A good thing I had sense enough to run that picture of him with a reward notice, or we wouldn't have any more story than a fish has feet. Wait, that's my phone.
Is this the newspaper that wanted to know about Mr. Matthews? Well, when do I get the $1,000?
Why, just as soon as we prove the information, Mrs. Benton. Where are you?
Well, he bought a big basket of food from me yesterday. He's camping out yonder in the meadows.
Why, yes, Mrs. Benton. All right, Mrs. Benton.
Well, you better hurry up. Can you bring the money with you? You see, on account of tomorrow being Saturday, I'd like to go to town and do a little shopping. See, we got a strawberry festival and...
Yes, Mrs. Benton.
Wait a minute. Where are you going? What's your rush? Who was that?
That was Mrs. Benton. And I'll get a picture.
Looks kind of excited, don't he?
Yeah, something must have popped.
Where's Miss Helen? She's inside, sir.
Helen! Helen!
Yes?
I've got a lead on your father. I'm going out to get him now. You go down to the bank and hold everything. Wait a minute.
Don't lose him.
It's all very simple. We must devaluate the dollar so that the pound sterling will be equal to the French franc, you see?
Oh, I see.
But the 40 cents.
I meant to return this basket yesterday. My friends and I enjoyed the food immensely.
Oh, I didn't know these tramps, gentlemen, were friends of yours.
Oh, yes. We've been camping out here for a couple of days, but we're moving on now.
Oh. Well, I've just taken a nice apple pie out of the oven. Won't you and your friends come in and have some?
No, thanks. No, thanks. You see, we've just a short time in which to catch our train. We have some money matters to discuss. Come on, gentlemen. The board meeting.
Now, Prege, this is what we call the rod. Napoleon, get the board. We're going to show you the compass of fast travel. Now, here is your lower berth. You can just get in there and sort of loll around. Now, don't you think it's delightful to loll?
Yes, I think I should enjoy lolling.
Yes, so now, you Prez, you got to get in on them rods and get there fast. The fast freight will be here in a minute. Now, you've seen how Knapp did it. Now, let's see you try. Isn't that comfy? Just as comfy as a bug in the rug.
Wait a minute. I'm caught.
Napoleon, see if you can help him.
Take it easy now. Let out. No, right by the heel. Get there.
Are you Mrs.
Yes, hurry up. He was just here with a couple of hobos. My, he certainly keeps funny company for the president of the railroad.
Well, where'd he go now?
They went down there to catch a train. Say, did you bring the money with you? Did you bring the money? Hey!
Boys, I'm afraid I can't make it. You're a fine railroad president. Can't even ride the rod. Here she comes. What are we going to do now? You boys go on without me.
Not on your life. We're not going to lose you.
Hey, Mr. Matthews! Hey, lady, where do you go?
Down there. Hey, did you bring the money? Did you bring the money?
Hello, Doc. Never mind the doc stuff, Mr. Matthews. You've got to rush right back to town. Oliver has driven Bayshore down to 57. Everybody's panicking and the bank's about to sell you out.
What?
Go phone Oliver's office. I'll keep an eye on him.
Look me up in town, boys. Goodbye, Nat. Goodbye, King.
Come on, we gotta hurry.
I knew all the time he was a railroad president.
Hey, wait a minute. Your name Matthews?
Yes, why?
Well, I got orders to hold you on charges.
Whose orders? What charges?
It's a frame.
Oh, you say you got Matthews? You got the other one, too? Good. Hold them over the weekend, and don't let them get away. Things are coming our way, boys. I told you I'd take care of that old rattle humps.
Go on, give it to him, Doc. My car's up at that farmhouse. Feed it for the bank.
Just a minute.
I'm sure my father must be on his way in now with Mr. Dugan.
I hope he gets here before 11:30, Miss Matthews.
Oh, I know he will.
Oh, so you're one of those wise punks, huh? I'm a newspaper man, and that's J.B. Matthews. So what? You ever hear of the power of the press?
Listen, buddy. Pipe down while you're on one piece, will you?
Take it easy.
Look at that. Come on.
Can't get away with
Oh,
this.
pipe down. You're spending the weekend with us. What's that?
Beat it, Prayers. Me and Nap will take care of these two guys.
Come on.
She just hit 54 and a half. Sell another 1,000 at 54. The bank won't hold it through 53. Get me Robinson.
I hope the Prayers makes it.
Well, if he don't, it's our fault. We should ought to sent that telegram.
Yes, Nat, that was an unforgivable oversight.
What's holding us back? Don't worry, we'll make it. We're practically there now.
What?
Flat as your head.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be here any minute now, or Jimmy, Mr. Dugan would have phoned.
What's the matter? You in trouble? No, we're just practicing.
Oh, setting up exercises.
You want to swap? Your car and $200 for mine? I'll give you 100.
Sold.
Well, that's 100 saved anyhow. What a break. What a break.
And what a car. What's holding us back?
up, Kelly. This is J.B. Matthews. He's got to get in town in time to save his railroad.
Where'd you get the car?
Why, I just bought it from a guy.
I know, Jimmy, but we've been on the lookout for it all night. A man escaped from the penitentiary in it.
What?
What did he look like? What kind of a car has he got now?
Well, he was a nice, soft-spoken, regular, wasn't he?
Just a very soft.
Where'd he go? There he goes now, Kelly. Around that corner.
That's not the fellow.
You're telling me.
I'm sorry, Miss Matthews. I've waited 5 minutes overtime now. I have instructions under no circumstances to hold this stock over the weekend.
Well, let me speak to the president.
Well, he's not in.
Then get him on the phone.
I can't. It's impossible. The stock must be sold.
Oh, please. Please, don't you realize what you're doing? I'm sure he'll be here any minute.
I'm sorry. Madison, 1243. Madison, 1243. I want you to sell.
Here, wait a minute. This is Matthews. Don't sell, buy. Buy all the Bayshore you can at the market.
You won't
Oh, Jesus, I'm still sore there. I never thought I'd get Bayshore at such a low price.
But, Mr. Matthews, you're collateral.
Downstairs in the safety deposit box. Come on, and we'll go get it.
Burns at the Chemical National just phoned. Matthews is back. They're not throwing his stock on the market, and the old man's buying his head off.
Bayshore just jumped 3 points.
Smart fella, eh? So you're going to take care of the old man. This way to the poorhouse.
City desk. Oh, it's you, is it? Where you been? What you been doing? Say, what do you mean running out on me like that? Who is this Mrs. Benton says we were $1,000? What for, another motorcycle?
How about this? Where is he? I suppose you've forgotten him. There's the girl. Did you get a picture? Did you get a picture?
Yeah, how does it look?
And remember Mr. Matthews. By the way, where is Mr. Matthews?
I haven't seen him since the wedding.
You haven't seen him?
No, Dr. Stafford was inquiring for him.
Dr. Stafford? Go this minute, Brooks, and find him.
Very well, ma'am.
Don't stop until you find him. Oh, I knew I'd be worried about that man.
And now, a pinch of salt, a dash of pepper, and a whiff of garlic.
John? John! Dr. Stafford's here.
Dr. Stafford. You're right. You're right. Now, 1, 2, 3.
That's all.
4.
3.
I say 4.
3.
It was a little flat the last time.
5. I won't like it.
Why, it's unpalatable.